Not on Earth anymore. How the fuck could we not be on Earth anymore? I texted as much to Greg. His response chilled me to the bone.
Guys, I can see outside. The green light, I think it's a star.
Bullshit! This is bullshit! Damn it, Benny, you fucking moron! You didn't tell us this game would take us off our planet!
I didn't know! I wanted to know if there was something out there. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Well, something is out there and it's toying with us! Are you happy, Benny?
Greg's reply ended Benny and Josie's argument before I could.
Guys, cool it. We have to figure out how to get out of here. Look, we have about an hour at least, but we need to find Carlton. Benny, is there anything else you can remember about the rules for Midnight Game?
I can't, guys. I'm so sorry. I went into this half prepared. I just read the basic rules.
Something occurred to me as Josie began to type. I voiced it in the group chat. How are we still texting each other? Josie's text box vanished and was replaced with Greg's.
I'm not sure, actually. Somehow we've still got a connection, and we shouldn't take that for granted. If we lose this connection, we're screwed. We have to stay together. Josie, you said you're in the basement, right? I'll try to get over there and help you. Benny, Larry, try to find Carlton. We'll meet in the cell this all started in, okay?
What about the crazy guy? Someone had to say it. Might as well be me. I waited intently for a reply, the flickering flame of my candle keeping the green light from outside at bay.
I don't know, just try to avoid him. Now, everyone got the plan?
A slew of texts in the affirmative followed. Okay, good luck, guys. Stay safe. I waited a few minutes, but no new messages appeared in the group chat. That left me with one option. I had to get out of the cupboard. Carefully, I pushed open the door with my foot. The entire kitchen was bathed in that sickly green light from outside. I wasn't able to help myself and glanced out the window to the source. There, high above us in the dark sky, was a burning ball of gas the color of a corpse. The landscape was almost identical to the forest we'd gone through to reach this asylum. The trees stood tall above the ground. Ferns, grass, and flowers dotted the field. But it was gray, barren, and lifeless. Nothing moved. I had to stuff my phone in my pocket as I picked up a knife if only to convince myself I could fight back against whatever we were up against. The knife was coated with rust and the handle had worn away, revealing the metal skeleton beneath. Parts of the blade had been chipped away, leaving it jagged and gnarled. I pushed open the doors of the kitchen slowly, imagining the hulking shape of a man waiting on the other side. His arms would shoot out, grab my neck, and... nothing. There was nothing. Just an empty hallway, spray paint covering the walls while the sickly green sunlight poured in from outside.
Be careful. There are worse things than people in this place.
Something brushed through my hair. It felt like a swarm of 5 thin, hard worms. Every fiber of my body screamed at me to run and never stop running, but I couldn't bring myself to move an inch. Like a statue, I was rooted to the spot. A distant, inhuman howl came down the hall. That made me move. Melted wax dripped onto my skin, but I didn't care. I walked slowly down the hallway, knife held in my shaking hand. Every step was made with a gentle touch, in case I made the slightest noise. The only thing I could hear was my breathing, which echoed off the walls around me. I stopped, my mouth shut. The breathing didn't stop. My candle went out. I dropped my knife as I struggled to relight it, and by the time I had, my heart was pounding in my chest. I had just picked up my knife again when there was an enormous crash from down the hall in front of me, followed by that inhuman howl. I remained frozen, looking at the end of the hallway. A massive window waited for me, the green light that passed through it casting an ill haze. In the light, shadows seemed to converge together. A figure slowly appeared, undeniably human, but with pencil-thin fingers and elongated limbs. The head that formed was hideous in its outline, a caricature of a human face. I could make out fat lips that stuck out too far from the face, twisted teeth that stabbed through gums. Green, crooked eyes glared at me hatefully, while strands of thin hair hung off a tumor-ridden head. The figure moved, then vanished. I gripped my candle tighter.
Larry.
I spun around to face behind me. Carlton. That was Carlton's voice.
Larry.
I spun around again, facing behind. That wasn't Carlton talking. I continued walking slowly, hand gripping the knife as I was assaulted by my friend's disembodied voice repeating my name, always from a new location. In front of me one instant, behind me the next, above me, beneath me, inside me even.
Larry.
I wanted to scream at it to go away, but I couldn't make a sound. I'd break the rules if I did. I just kept walking. I was mounting a set of stairs when a glass bottle covered in dust rolled across the top step, then gently began to descend the stairs. I was on the very middle step when it passed me, and I watched it. Something was in the dust. I bent down quickly and grabbed the nose of the bottle, picking it up and holding it to my face. It was my name. My name was written in the dust, but that wasn't all.
Larry, it's behind you.
I knew that was a lie, and dropped the bottle as I continued up the stairs. A window pane was waiting for me at the top. When I reached the last step, a small squeak made me freeze. I turned to the window. Dust and grime covered it, like the bottle, and an invisible finger slowly dragged a thin line down one side of it. When I stopped, another thin line stretched out from the bottom, eventually making a capital L. I watched as my name was written on the window, but that wasn't all.
Larry, they are what lies beneath. Josie's gonna wake them up, Larry. She's gonna scream and they will wake up.
I turned away from the window and entered the 3rd floor. I didn't know how I was going to find Carlton. I just thought he might be up here. My phone buzzed. I quickly stuffed the knife in the crook of my arm and pulled it out. A text from Benny.
Guys, I found the door to the basement. There's 2 hospital beds stacked against it. I'll move them and get Josie out.
Don't make too much noise, otherwise that crazy man might hear you. And then someone screamed. I froze, looking up from my phone. I knew that voice. My heart went cold when the screaming stopped. One single thought went through my head. They got Greg.
2 down. 3 left.
Thank you so much for checking out today's video. A huge thank you to Zachary Scott, Eric L., Ryan Booth, GamerGirlCat94, Safe by Voice, Hana Uta, Mysterious Torua, and Mattingham for helping me out today. If you missed the last episode and want to catch up, click that box on the left. Or, if you'd like to see something a little different, click that box on the right to check out our latest Let's Voice Act series. Thanks for watching! Stay creepy, everybody.